brother crying and screaming and all the hysteria went on. So, you know, it's a minor point, but it's tell people what you're doing. You know, it can be fucking sad, the aftermath of that. And that's why, years later, it's just an aside connected to when I did I'm a Celebrity for charity. Lest you forget, you know, regardless of what the newspapers are telling you, I did this for charity. Anyway, they promised me, because I flew to Australia before my wife, and she was going to meet me there sometime in, well, you know, the first week or whatever. And there I am 2 weeks in the jungle. And I asked, did she arrive safely? And they refused to tell me. And that's when I got up and walked off. Because to me, you can't be putting cheap entertainment above somebody's bloody sanity. I love my missus, and I need to know she's all right at all times. And no fuck on this earth has the right to deny me that information.
Great.
And we all know who won. I mean, what do you win on a thing like that, you know? I'll tell you what I got out of it, though. It's great. It's, I don't know, real, easiness with nature. It is quite serious when you wander away from the camp. The snakes will kill you. Most of the insect life will. Australia's not to be, played with lightly. But I loved it, and I found that the wild beasties of the forest kind of liked me too. You know, I can move through these situations without disturbing things. And I got a real love of, I don't know, staring at a dead lizard. I love it. They don't seem to be frightened of me. Going back to the hill. Anyway, that led to all those nature programs I did.
Oh, were you considering the sharks?
Frankly,
ridiculous.
Actually, think about it. It's bizarre, isn't it? I'm making a connection, but it's true. From my love of insects, I went to swim with great white sharks. For me, that's perfectly natural. I studied, always at Rambo. Rambo's, you know, hello Rambo. As an aside, right, now you brought Rambo, now at the time, when we went out there, you see I love marine biology, that's my favourite hobby. To get in the cages, do the actual TV recording, whatever they wanted, we actually had to get diving licences, and that meant free swimming in the ocean, and that's the most dangerous thing of all. And so realising that, we decided to come up with the most dangerous thing of all, striped suits, which would guarantee attraction. I was a bumblebee, and John was a yellow and blue bumblebee. It was brilliant, because I tell you what we discovered was, what dance are the way colours, you're right, John. I think this is pre-winger, you know, when bumblebees mattered. We discovered that those stripes didn't attract them, it actually deterred them. The sharks would keep their distance from us, and that's some time back we were doing that, and it's only recently that now science claims to have discovered this fact.
Seriously?
Oh, yeah, you know. Where's my fucking copyright? I mean, it's bloody annoying, isn't it? I mean, I'm glad that they're doing something useful, but, you know, checking the post would be lovely.
Go back to Phil. With us thinking
I love Phil. Listen to the music we put together. It's well honest. It's, you know, it's a privilege that I got the opportunity to join a wonderful world of music, and it's something that I am never ever going to disrespect. I'm here until the day I die to be as honest and open-hearted with you as I possibly can. I love the human race. I'm not here to chisel you. Hello, I'm John. That'll be £2.50.
We tend to think of Pill now as a sort of revered, you know, particularly metal box is like revered as a height of post-punk.
Yeah, not at the time.
No, exactly, that's what I was going to ask you.
Every single thing I've released has been absolutely torn to shreds. And then, a couple of years later, a couple of bands get onto that sound, and then they put out something similar, and then it's hailed as genius. Well,
you also have to
you know, but the trouble is now that I work quicker and faster and better. I'm more like half a century ahead.
But I mean, you have to put up with a lot of kind of sort of hangover from the Sex Pistols in a way. In the Pill gigs were like violent. I mean, there was kind of a lot of violence directed at you and Pill gigs, which I didn't realise until I read this book.
It was very important what we did with the Pistols. Very most excellent part of my life. I mean, what fucking explosion to begin with, you know. But I don't want to be stuck in that cliche. And I'm not going to be. And that can upset a lot of punky come latelys. Well, fuck them. They weren't there. They don't know what I've been through. They don't know who I am. Read the book, you find out. And you'll understand where I'm going. And you might have more open eyes and bigger ears when you realise what this is truly all about. Honestly. See, the Sex Pistols got wrapped up in the gimmickry of it all, and it offered a ready-made identity of punk outfits. What a fiasco. We don't wear uniforms, proper punks. We wear what we like when we like. For instance, these very early Pistols things, there was this nonsense of punks v Teddy Boys on the King's Road. Well, I made a decision, because my dad was a Ted, right? I'm as king of punks, which I was called then and should forever be. Johnny Rotten would waltz down the King's Road in full Teddy Boy regalia. Now go figure that out, punks. I managed to offend both sides all at once and create a sense of unity. It tailed off from that on, but that's what you got to do. Was it depressing? I love the sneaky of it. Yeah, I do. White teas, huh? I love toys. Go on.
It's always depressing to you in the early days of film when you try and play live, you're making this experimental kind of music, you're really trying to push the boundaries.
And it's not necessarily experimental, it's to try to sort out emotions. Sure. And to put tones and sounds to those feelings. Sure. You know, whether it be the frustration of not remembering your own name when you're 7, etc., etc. Or, I mean, what sound matches the smell of a sweaty nun on a hot Sunday afternoon? I've got my work cut out for that. I tell you, never forget that stink. In these days, they were a very, very brutal bunch, these nuns. They were like extreme, well, what's a bunch of Franciscans, or whatever you want to call them, right? Just really nutters. They were into flagellation and, you know, whipping themselves for Jesus. And their robes were like basically horsehair blankets. And they hated boys. Absolutely hated boys. I mean, if there's a more clearer side about Christianity's gone wrong, it's this. If Jesus took a look at his alleged wives, he panicked and run. Oh, no, penguins are nice.
Yeah.
You make metal box. We were talking about metal box.
Yeah, metal box.
You make metal box, and that kind of seems a collaborative effort. You've got wobble.
Oh no, everything in Pill is collaboration. Always will be.
But Flower with the Romance is an album that you drove yourself, right?
Yeah. Well, we had arguments with Wobble. It's all in the book. Enjoy. Arguments with Keith, and before I did the Flowers of Romance album, I wouldn't call it a mistake. It was I went to see my brother's band, the 4B2s, which Rambo was in at the time. He was the dancer. But I got arrested in Dublin for attacking two policemen's fists with my face. And it looked like I was going to get a serious, bit of time there.
Mountjoy prison.
Yeah, Mountjoy. No Pleasure Palace. £200 to the judge's golf course fund later when I'm in England. And I immediately started the Flowers of Romance, the album. Couldn't get the band interested in coming in, so I just basically did it all myself. I love that record still, Yeah. Well, it's often said out there, well, you don't play anything. I play everything on that. Hello. That's not too bad, is it? Well, apart from the saxophone solo. And the violin solo. And the hi-hat solo. But other than that, it's really good. Did you know the joy of getting out of jail? Made noise, had fun.
Did you left England a while after that? Did you feel like you were being run